Welcome you guys to Storytime at the Tennessee State Museum with Miss Morgan. I am so glad to see you guys today on this Friday. I can't believe it. The month of March is over with. I'm so excited to be reading our story today, but guess what? I have a special surprise for you. But before I tell you about that, let's check out our schedule. Let's go sing our welcome song. Come on. Are you guys ready to sing our good morning song? So before we get started, let's practice and warm up those talking hands. So remember, our signs are happy and good morning. So let's practice one more time. So happy, take your hands like you're fanning yourself, say happy. And good morning, take the fingers to your chin and say good morning. Great job, you guys are doing such a wonderful job. Good job. All right, so remember, we're gonna sing it twice. So you ready? Good morning to you, and how do you do? I'm happy to see you. Good morning to you. Oh, great job. Ready again? Say, good morning to you, and how do you do? I'm happy to see you. Good morning to you. Oh, great job. Good, 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 good. Are you guys ready? It's now time for story time. Let's go. Great job, guys. Give yourself a big round of applause. Say, good job, me. All right. So I have a big surprise for you. Let's take off our welcome song first. All right. Our surprise is I'm not reading the story today. I'm actually going to kick our story over to the Ellington Agriculture Museum here in Nashville. And they're going to read our story because this week is National Agriculture Week here. And agriculture is a really big part of the state of Tennessee. In fact, it's in our motto. Our motto for Tennessee is agriculture and commerce. And so we are all about farming here in the state of Tennessee. So our very nice friends over at the Ellington Agriculture Museum are going to read our story today. And it is Apple Farmer Annie. And I'm very excited. And I can't wait to join them. Well, not join them, but kick it over to them. So I hope you guys enjoy this story time. And I'll see you guys just in a little bit, okay?
Hello everybody and happy National Ag Day. My name is Sarah Williams. I'm the curator at the Tennessee Agricultural Museum. I'm so excited to be working with the Tennessee State Museum doing story time with you guys. Today we're going to read a story called Apple Farmer Annie, and after we're going to talk a little bit more about agriculture or farming for you guys to learn a little bit more. So this is Apple Farmer Annie by Monica Wellington. Annie is an apple farmer. She has a big orchard of apple trees. In the fall, she picks baskets and baskets of round, ripe apples. She grows many kinds of apples, and she sorts and organizes them. Annie uses some of the apples to make sweet apple cider. She uses others to make delicious, smooth applesauce. She loves baking muffins, cakes, and pies with her apples. But she saves the most beautiful ones to sell fresh at the market. She loads everything into her truck and then drives into the city. Annie the apple farmer sets up her stand in the farmer's market. Lots of customers come to Annie's stand and she is busy all day long. By the end of the day, she has sold everything and she packs up to go home. Annie is tired but happy. It feels so good to have her own apple farm. And that is the end. A fun thing about this book is that it has little recipes here for you to follow. So if you get a copy of Apple Farmer Annie, you can take a look at those and learn more about apples. Now, apples are a very special part of Tennessee agriculture. Way back in early history, almost every small settlement farm started to grow apple orchards. However, it takes about 7 years for an apple tree to come to maturity so you can have nice big apples for eating. So it's definitely a plant you have to be patient with. Now, in history, one of the many tools a lot of farms would have is something like this, and this is called an apple press. So once you picked your apples in the fall, you'd fill them in this top here, and then you'd grab this crank and you'd wind it around. And what that did is that it ground up the apples and it pushed out all the juice, which would then collect here in the bottom. And you can use that juice for apple juice. You can make cider with it. You can make vinegars with it to help clean or cook. You can use it to help with applesauce and all kinds of things. So apples were a really special part of the Tennessee diet for our settlers, and we can see that we still love them today. So that's how we can connect with people in our past as we learn more about apples here.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Tennessee State Museum. Let's give Miss Alora and Miss Sarah another big round of applause for doing such an amazing job with our story time today. We love it when we get a partner with these really fun institutions like this. We just love it. And I'm glad that you guys get to see other places too. It's really neat. So in our story today, Miss Annie right here is a farmer, and she's an apple farmer. So I thought what we would do is we would have a fun experiment today. So let's check our schedule. Let's take off our story time, and our activity is really a science experiment. So these are called fizzing apples. So what you'll need is you will need an adult to help you. You'll need 2 apples or 3 or maybe just 1, however you want to use. And what you're going to do is you're going to core out the middle of the apple, not all the way through. See how this still has a bottom? And what you're going to do is you're going to pack baking soda into our apples. So nothing is happening right now, but let's see what happens when we add a little bit of vinegar. You guys ready for this? Let's see. Whoa, look, fizzing apples. Whoa, how cool is that? That is really neat. And you guys can play around with this if you kind of swirl it around a little bit. You can add a little bit more vinegar to it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, look at that cool experiment. So there is a reaction that happens when vinegar hits baking soda. Can you listen? You hear it? Do you hear all those bubbles? How cool is that? I love our fizzy apples. It's one of my favorite experiments actually to do. I think it's really cool. So I hope you guys have fun doing it at your house. Remember though, you will need to use something sharp, a knife or an apple corer. So make sure you get permission and that you have an adult help you, because my friends, I do not want you to get hurt. So make sure you have help and have fun. So let's check our schedule. We've done our activity. It's now time for our artifact. So at the Agriculture Museum, Miss Sarah showed us their apple presser. And that's how you make things like apple juice and vinegar, things like that. So it's really neat. So here at the Tennessee State Museum, in our collection, we have these 2 artifacts. Our first one is an apple peeler. So when I was growing up, my mom actually had one of these. You would attach it to a table, and then you'd put your apple on like this, and when you were twirling the handle, it was actually cutting into the apple and getting rid of the peel, but also slicing your apple. So it's really cool because it makes it really easy if you're gonna like dry out your fruit, or if you're gonna use it in pies and things like that. So it's a really interesting invention because it really helped to speed up the process of cutting apples. And our second artifact I just love because I think it's so cute. It's this picture of a little boy eating an apple from our collection, and I just think it's a cute picture, so I had to include it. So you guys, I hope you guys had so much fun today learning about apples and about agriculture, since it is National Agriculture Day. And you know, here in Tennessee, it is part of our motto. So I hope you guys learned a few things and had fun, and I am so happy we were able to partner with the Agriculture Museum here in Nashville. They were just wonderful. So before we leave, I want to say I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Friday, and I hope you have a great weekend. And I'm actually going to pass it over to Miss Alora at the Agriculture Museum. She's going to tell you all about their museum, just in case you want to visit them as well.
My name is Alora Gatormson, and I'm the director of the Tennessee Agricultural Museum. I'm going to take a brief moment to talk to you about our site so that our parents, educators, and caregivers can learn about the museum and how to bring students. We are located at the Ellington Agricultural Center in South Nashville. We are open Monday through Friday from 9 to 4, and we are free admission and we have free parking. We are currently requiring our guests to wear face masks, practice social distancing, and take temperature checks. Whenever you come to our site, you'll see that we are in a restored 1920s horse barn, which is really cool. And we're located on over 200 acres. And so if you want to pack your tennis shoes and a lunch, you can plan a day that's sunny and come to the museum, learn about rural life in Tennessee, and walk our trails. We have trails that crisscross all across our campus. On behalf of the Tennessee Agricultural Museum, we want to thank the Tennessee State Museum and all of our viewers for allowing us to celebrate National Ag Day with you. We hope to see you at the Tennessee Agricultural Museum soon.